With this Hotel California guitar lesson, we'll focus on an easy strum arrangement that works well for a one-person strum-along or sing-along performance. Along with chord diagrams and an accompanying guitar karaoke practice video, we'll cover it all with the step-by-step approach. The verse section is an 8-chord progression, and we're going to start with the first 4-chord sequence, starting with the chord shapes. And the first one will be a B minor chord, bar chord along the 2nd fret, and then we shift to an F sharp 7th chord. And especially if you're a beginner, this is going to be a tricky transition. The key is to keep your fretting hand steady in position, so don't lift the bar finger too much off the strings on that transition. Makes it a little easier. And then we go to an open A and an open E. So let's run through those 4 chords a little bit quicker. B minor, F sharp 7th, A major, and an open E. The next step will be to sync up the lyrics with the chord changes. We're going to stick with the one strum approach on this clip. We'll do the strumming pattern in the next clip, but here we go just to show you how the timing sort of works with the one strum approach. On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair, warm smell of colitas rising up through the air. And now we're going to continue to the next 4-chord sequence. G, up ahead in the distance. D, I saw a shimmering light. E minor, my head grew heavy and my sight grew dim. Then F sharp 7th, another tricky transition. I had to stop for the night. So with that, let's put together the full 8-chord sequence. This time I won't say the lyrics, you can say them on your own. We'll do the one strum approach. Here we go from the top. The next step will be to work on the strum pattern, and for this easy strum arrangement of Hotel California, this one strum pattern we're going to use for the complete arrangement or performance of the song. So very important to get it down. And how we're going to go about it is by laying our fretting hand, for most of us that'll be the left hand, across the strings like so that when we strike or strum the strings we get that muted sort of percussive kind of sound. And I like that for introducing strum patterns because then you can focus more on the right hand, the strumming hand, and kind of hear that sort of rhythm thing going. And the strum pattern is going to be down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. That's a long strum pattern. Let's do it again. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Since this lesson is geared more for beginners, that's going to be a bit of a challenge to get that strum pattern down. So another approach to it is to count. So I'm going to do the same thing, but if you apply a count, sometimes that helps the strums sink in a little bit more. Here's what I mean. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And I'll do that again. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So whichever approach works better for you, if you're able to do that strum pattern once, the next step up is to see if you can maintain it. We're going to go for 3 in a row. We need to do this because if you're going to play the whole song, you're going to be doing it a lot more consecutive times. But the next step up is to see if we can do 3 in a row. So here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Down, 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 up, up, down, down, down. And again, if you haven't done that a lot, it might take you a few tries just to get that down to 3 in a row. But With that, the next step before we work on the complete verse is we'll apply the strum pattern to the first two chords, the B minor, F sharp 7th transition. So let's just put those two chords together with the strum pattern. So here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. So if you're able to make it through this clip, you'll be ready for the next challenge. In the next clip, we will review the complete verse section, all A chords. Slow approach, but you can work on the strum pattern as well as syncing the lyrics or vocals with the chord changes as well. The chorus is another A chord progression, and we'll start again with the first 4 chord sequence. With the 1 strum approach, it'll be an open G, then an open D, back to the bar chords, the F sharp 7th, and then staying along that 2nd fret to the first chord of the song, B minor. Let's do that 4 chord sequence again, a little bit quicker. G, D, F sharp 7th, and then B minor. Next we'll sync up the lyrics with the chord changes. Welcome to the Hotel California. So on the syllable 4, it's when you land on the D. Such a lovely place, such a lovely face. So lovely on both chord changes. One more time. Welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely face. Let's keep that going for the next 4 chord sequence. Again, it'll start G, D. Plenty of room at the Hotel California. Again, D lands on 4. Any time of year, that'll be E minor. Any time of year. And then F sharp 7th, you can find it here. What we'll do next, I'll 1 strum it through the complete chorus. You can work on syncing the lyrics with it. So here we go from the beginning. 1, 2, ready, and. And with that, in the next clip, we will apply the strum pattern to it. Again, a slow walkthrough, but you can work on the strum pattern as well as syncing the lyrics to the chorus. Once you have the verse and chorus sections down, you pretty much have, at least guitar-wise, everything you need to know to strum Hotel California. But the next step is to put together an arrangement for a one-person strum-along performance. You have to make adjustments because compared to the original recording, there's just some things you can't do. For example, how to end the song. On the original recording, the song fades out with some guitar solos played. What I would suggest for a one-person performance is to end the song instead with an extra chorus. So after that final verse, you can check on any time you like, but you can never leave. On the original recording, that goes into the guitar solo, but for a strum-along performance, just repeat the chorus again. And after that chorus, as far as an ending goes, again, you can't fade out with that, but what I would suggest is to strum a B minor chord. That's the key of the song, that's the root chord, and that would be a good ending. So backing it up to the final line of the chorus, any time of year you can find it here. Maybe a little dramatic pause, and then end with the B minor. Now on the the famous live recording of Hotel California by the Eagles, Hell Freezes Over, they end, which is kind of neat as well. Once you get familiar and more comfortable with playing the arrangement, you could start to add in your own variations. I'll give one suggestion. That would be for the middle section of the song. It's actually a verse section. What I'm specifically referring to is the mirrors on the ceiling, pink champagne on ice. On the original recording, the song sort of, there's like a little breakdown. You hear some arpeggiated chords instead of the strumming. And you could sort of copy that for an easy strum arrangement. What I mean by that is you can go back to the one strum approach that we were doing to sort of warm up for the strumming. You could actually apply that in the middle of performing to a verse. I would suggest that one section so it sort of sounds more like the original recording, or at least copies that approach. And with that, that's one idea for a variation. You could strum it all the way through, or if you want, try out variations, make it more interesting for your one-person performance. Once you have each section down, the final step with this lesson is to put together a complete arrangement or performance of the song. And you can do that along with my Hotel California karaoke video, where you can either sing along with Hotel California karaoke, play guitar with Hotel California karaoke, or do both.